Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I could do the squid thing. I hope I could do the squid thing. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. A rice bowl equal topped with fresh bluefin tuna. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I could do the squid thing. I hope I could do the squid thing. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. A rice bowl, fresh bluefin tuna. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more truffle feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I can do the squid thing. I hope I can do the squid thing. Gives them a more truffle feel. Gives them a more truffle feel. Gives them a more truffle feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more truffle feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice.
Let me get this window on screen because you absolutely need to see it, but congratulations. I'm gonna do that first before I greet, because you all need to see this. I need to make sure you're able to see it, and probably do it so it's not covering everything. And put this over. At least remember to unmute the window. Oh boy. Still little to no warning. Hate that. But hello, MIDI8712. If I'm not doing stuff normally, it's because of the situation right now. We've gotten Dragon Quest III HD. Now we see, we've known it was happening, but here we see Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD remakes. As the Erdrick trilogy was always 3, 1, 2. And 1 and 2 are coming together, where 3 had its own game late last year. And I'm glad it's not just on the Switch. I'm glad it's on other platforms, so say PS5 and Steam. But it's almost like I really didn't have to buy those first 3 games on the Switch. The whole mobile versions ported to the Switch. I couldn't have known this would happen, so I'm not gonna get overly upset about it at all. But where's any news for Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Fate? So we know they're coming this year. But when this year?
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Is this louder than me, or am I still
We'll
coming
be
up
providing
better?
information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Switch 1,
Also
not
have
Switch
a
2.
Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well.
What time, though?
What
That's
you
the
just
question.
saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
I keep saying
Another
Enix
character
instead of
appeared at the
Enix.
end. What kind of adventure awaits?
I'm glad it
You're
sounds all
excited.
fine.
More
Thank you
information
for
in the
reassuring me
future.
of that, Mindy. I appreciate it.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
So what do they got right now?
Escape from dire straits.
I'm not sure that's anything that matters to me right there.
Minutes until oxygen 0.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like anything that matters to me at first glance at all. Feels horrific.
The latest
Even
entry
more
in the
so that
I,
this
the
has no
Somnium
bearing
Files
for me.
series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
This is nothing
Dive
to
into
me.
a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
I want to make sure to note things.
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from I, the Somnium Files, launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Oh, you know what?
Unleash
Vertical streams
the
can't see this,
supernatural.
can they? Raido Kunozuha is back! That's a big deal for some Shin Megami Tensei fans. Raido Kunozuha. Kunozoha, I forget which, but I know it's Raido. Or I swear it's Raido, it sure looks like
Classic
it.
Atlas
Yep.
Action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
Raido Remastered.
Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the
Yeah.
capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack.
I forget it's
Cooperation is
real-time
the key to
action, actually.
victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
That's all
as he
cool to
uncovers
see,
a
though.
conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
619
Pre-orders
Raido.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
Why can't I think of what that is?
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
Oh, Shadow
Where you're
Labyrinth.
greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? More in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
And this was the thing last I
Puck
checked.
guides you on your journey.
On
You'll
secret
delve
level.
deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Oh, really? Huh.
But tread
Interesting.
lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to
Whoa.
unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources,
Oh,
and
gee.
then be used to enhance your abilities.
Interesting.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal.
Could be a
Devour
nefarious one.
enemies to survive this cruel world.
Oh,
Experience
man.
a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
If Pac-Man Championship Edition isn't your
March
grandpa's
begins.
Pac-Man, that's even less so. Is that Patapon? That looked like Patapon. Yes, it is.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different
And hello, Dark
commands
Phoenix
to the
Tori.
Patapon Army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd play this
Patapon
myself,
has them attack.
but it's still something.
And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power.
I didn't realize it was a war
From
thing,
the
though.
horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon. Build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
Or it feels like war or tribal something.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July 11th. Welcome to Zephyr Town, a
Story
cozy
of
place
Seasons.
nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Feels like Story of Seasons. Yep. Brand new one, Grand Bazaar.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming
Oh,
life
it's a
sim
remake.
has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm.
More
while
voicing
growing
than I
crops
remember in
and caring
a
for
Story of
animals.
Seasons game. But if only this were magical
Then sell your
melody
produce
instead.
and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like
That
to spend
said,
my
I
time with
could
you.
consider
and
this.
maybe nurture a
Consider a GameStop
relationship if
simulator.
you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
I was hoping they'd say a breeze. It's the only thing that would make sense.
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
Interesting enough.
Next, please take a look at this.
What's this here? This is Switch 1. That Metroid Prime 4? Beyond? Yes, it is. I wanted to think. I wonder if Samus has the various suit, but it has the gravity filter for her purple visor and all. Purple
This
with
is
Samus is
the unknown
generally
planet Euros.
gravity suit related.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle.
with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
So that's definitely bringing it back, seeing the scanning, or the scan visor again. Is that a regular charge beam,
She's
or is
not
that a
alone, though.
wave?
Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
All back in that first person. Perhaps her power beam is purple this time around. If they were a wave beam, it'd look more electric. In fact, the beams have been pretty different throughout the Metroid Prime
As
games.
she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers.
Like
psychic
what?
abilities.
Psychic now,
These
huh?
powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams
What?
with the power of her mind.
Like that could be a wave beam of sorts.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
That's some wanted stuff right there. Curving her shots. Cannot have Metroid without Morph Ball. It just ain't natural.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Oh boy. No date yet, but still this year. Whoa. What's that suit? That's
It
brand
looks like
new.
even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
What now?
Ready to stir up some mischief?
Nope.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As
Oh,
the
gee.
newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll
I'm a
craft
little less
concoctions for
versed
Disney
into this
villains
now.
and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
Not forget me,
The
not
potions you
but
make
not
can
me.
influence
Forget.
each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Well, there's a shadow drop. Not one I care for.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Nor is this. Though I appreciate the pixels.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
Oh,
During
Chucklefish.
class, use magic circles to perform rituals,
Still not enough.
fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items.
Where's Haunted
Plus,
Chocolatier
up to
from
4
Concerned
players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
No.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. action, adventure, and arcade games await.
That's too vague.
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the
that's some
enchanting world.
DuckTales stuff right
Can
there.
you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
Gradius
Titles
Origins, that's a
include
big deal.
Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles
Salamander
come
2?
with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years.
I didn't know about a
Plus,
Gradius
take
2.
the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Whoa.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on
August
Nintendo
7th.
eShop.
A new
Battle to the
Salamander
beat
game.
in
That's a
Rift
big
of
deal.
the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus,
I don't
more
think I'm worried
musical
about
mayhem
this.
awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future.
Interesting
Rift of the
DLC
Necro
there.
Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch.
I want to
later
think
today.
Dawn of Darken would enjoy that, Tori. That I was
Let's
thinking of him
see
when I
what's
saw
in
that.
store.
Gradius Origins. I was thinking of Dawn of Darken myself. Sounds like Animal
Welcome
Crossing,
to
but it's
Tamagotchi
not.
Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop.
Anyone in
Polished
Tamagotchi or
pearly whites
Tamagotchi?
solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop.
Yeah, new
12
Salamander.
wonderful
That's
stores
something to tell
need
Dawn
your
of
help.
Darken.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before.
Tamagotchi, not
With over
Tamagotchi.
100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Hello, Zarnathium. How much did you miss? 18 minutes worth. Oh, they're showing a little Pokemon Z to A here. From what I've heard, it feels like this would be a little more active in a way I can appreciate. Pokemon Legends Z to A, I should have said.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new
ZA.
title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City.
Feels
To
modern.
make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Urban development.
Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
The Lumios has wild zones
You
within
can
it.
catch Pokemon here,
It ain't just in the Galar region.
but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
That's interesting.
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Feels pretty immediate, too.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokémon can power up even more.
No, Sarnathium. Switch 2 stuff is next week. They
You
made
start
very
at
sure to
rank
say it's
Z
only
and work your
Switch
way up
1
to
right
rank
now.
A.
Oh, you go from
Trainers
C
who
to
reach the
A.
top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure?
There's my Mon.
Pokémon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
I think in October or
In
November.
Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
So one thing,
Next, please take a look at this.
there's Raidou Remastered. So Shin Megami Tensei Raidou
Hello there.
Kuzunoha stuff is
The
happening
game you're
on
about to
Switch.
see
June 19th.
doesn't have a big, epic story.
What is this?
But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop. You wanna see? Boop.
That's not Rhythm Heaven, is it?
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
Next week, when we'd likely hear any Robobot news, if at all. It's still possible to hear that today. I mean, there have been plenty of
It
3DS
sounds easy.
games that have been put on the Switch, so it's still possible if it
The
happens. It could be
timing is super
today.
tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
This feels like some kind of Rhythm Heaven. Granted, I don't know much about it, but it feels like it'd be the style.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Oop. That's silly. As is that. That's understandable.
Into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
It is Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That'll be next year. Which means they're still making games for the Switch
That
1
was
next
Rhythm
year.
Heaven Groove, a brand
Wow.
new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Yeah,
It
Kirby
includes
was
lots
jamming
of
to the
Produced
music.
by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
Wow, they're still making Switch
What
1
kinds of
games
rhythms
next
do you think
year.
You'll hear. We
Which
hope
is a
you're looking
little
forward to it.
unprecedented of Nintendo.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
What's this about digital games on the system?
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
How does that work?
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Any user
Your
registered
digital
can
games
play
will
it.
be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Then on a second system,
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
And
You can
lending the
also
family
lend
group
out
members
virtual
too.
game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
That could be something right there.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You
And
can
it's
only
happening
lend
online.
one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
2 weeks to family members, though.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
Yeah, I figured it's
This
getting ready for the
feature
Switch
is
2.
planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
I better not have him in a headlock. I'm holding him here. There was Fantasy Life I. There's High on Life. But hello, regardless, Dingy Kicks. This would be more of a headlock here. This is not. There's that Star Overdrive. We're not far from it now. Look at those colors. Wandering Village. Oh, on a beast. That is interesting enough. Not enough for me. I thought I heard of King of Meats somewhere, maybe like a PlayStation State of Play. That looks familiar. Blues Lagoon is probably not enough for me. That's what I need. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. And it'll be available on PlayStation. Pretty much all the consoles as well.
Uncover history once more.
What history?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
It ain't just the
Meet
remake.
Gustav, the Royal Heir, and
No, that's
Will
not
the
Frontier,
Explorer.
though. That's not Romantic
2
Saga.
heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations.
That's
in this
interesting
epic
enough.
RPG.
I wonder, if
Experience the
people feel
original
Romancing
story,
Saga, do they
along
feel
with
Saga
brand new
Frontier?
events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system.
Oh?
After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Shadow Drop.
Monumental adventures await.
Let's see.
Embark
Final
on
Frontier 2
peaceful
Remastered
journeys
today.
across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander
Not for me.
through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC.
Yeah, this is not for
First
me.
2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
just played a Monument Valley anything. What's this? Everybody's Golf? That feels very much like a new Everybody's
entry
Golf.
in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
That's all cool there.
Aim. Time your button press just right. And take your shot.
Nice shot.
Not bad.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots.
Driving right up the pole.
In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Oh, Mindy's a fan of Everybody's
In
Golf.
Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall.
Oh,
It's
boy.
golf that's not quite par for the course.
I enjoyed
Four
playing
golfers
Everybody's Golf on the
can hit fairway
PS4.
together
It felt
locally
cool.
Or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off.
So my only hope
Everybody's
is
Golf
not just
Hot Shots
Switch.
lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Hopefully not just Switch. Captain America and the Avengers
Unite
remaster?
some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight
Not
against
quite.
evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including
That's
the likes
cool.
of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge.
That's cool
Close
there.
quarters combatants to aerial aces. You can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Including that
Take advantage
separation
of your
anxiety
team's
between
strengths
them.
to overwhelm your foes.
Yeah, no, this is
Plus,
already cool
up to
looking.
4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
This is
The
cool.
battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
That's cool.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
How do they plan to end this direct? Holding out a hand instead of a snap.
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes are Hanji Boston yesterday.
So it's more Tomodachi Life, it feels like. Tomodachi Life 2, perhaps. Which is not a strong way to end this, it feels like. But Zarnathium, I mentioned Raito Remastered. That Shadow Labyrinth is getting a Metroidvania. And the player character is guided by an entity named Puck.
Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Blah, blah, blah for this. But they're still making Switch 1 games next year. I'll mention the rest that I note here. Oh, she's a giant.
Did you want to talk?
Funny enough, but not a thing for me.
Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Nah.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
He did say last game
Hello, I'm
announcement.
Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events, We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
Is that necessary, I wonder?
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
I'll probably get it, but is it necessary?
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Not a strong ending to the Direct, I have to say. I don't think that was all that great enough. Alright, now that the window's closed, I can close this here. So, let me tell people at least things that I found interesting anyway, because there wasn't too much. So let's see here. June 19th, Raito Remastered, something Soulless Army. A remaster of probably one of the Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner games. So Raito Kuzunoha is back in a remastered way. July 18th, if anyone remembers Shadow Labyrinth from the Amazon anthology series, or Prime Video anthology series, Secret Level, that's getting a Metroidvania game. And the player is being helped by some entity named Puck. And I'm sure some of you could imagine why the name, but it's still funny to think about. And the player can in ways fuse with Puck and consume enemies for materials, among other things. So it certainly sounds interesting in concept. I'll pay a little attention to that. And August 27th, there was a game on the DS last I checked, and we're getting a remaster or a remake of it called Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Having played a demo of GameStonk Simulator, I'm a little inclined to give that a chance. And I can enjoy me some farm simulators. I mean, look at Story of Harvest Moon, Magic Melody. I've done dares for Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, and I've demoed some other things. Stardew Valley still deserves love as it is. Still waiting for Haunted Chocolatier, but Story of Seasons and Stardew Valley are definitely good things then. And one of the cooler announcements to me is Gradius Origins. I already forget the games featured, but I never knew there was a Salamander 2, but then there's a brand new Salamander 3. That'll all be happening August 7th. And later today, there's Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. And sometime in the holiday season this year, I'm sure you're all here for that, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Beat 'em up like that definitely looks way up my alley. And 4-player co-op would sure make people happy as well. But for anyone who's wondering, there were never going to be any Switch 2 news bits. Although the Virtual Game Card and Nintendo Today, they in a way relate to the Switch 2, but they're not Switch 2 video games or Switch 2 console news. That all, as Mindy points out, is happening next Wednesday. So just hold on, we're almost there. Not quite yet, but almost there. Salamander 3 before Gex Remastered. Does Gex Remastered have a date? And was there only one 2D Gex platformer? Or were there two? Was there a Gex and a Gex 2 that were both 2D platformers? Because I got into it with... No, there had to be Gex and then Gex Enter the Gecko. That got 3D. Then Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. Oh, there was a trilogy. I remember there's Gex and Gex Enter the Gecko and Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko. I swear Enter the Gecko was 3D, and I thought there was more than one 2D platformer, but I'm not sure. But remastering the 3D platformers, I wouldn't say no to those. And I forget if I said a proper hello to Dingy Kicks, but I definitely did not play any welcoming sounds for anybody because of the Switch 1 Direct. And by the way, it's still interesting to note that there will still be Switch 1 games made into the next year. That is definitely something. Enter the Dragon needs a remaster. I mean, though, Enter the Dragon, in all fairness, does that really need a remaster? Enter the Dragon? And you can't even do that without... I mean, you could touch up the film stuff and all. Just don't... I can't think of AIing over Enter the Dragon. I can say this because you're saying Enter the Dragon, not Enter the Gecko. I'm taking the title of a well-known or the most well-known Bruce Lee movie instead of Enter the Gecko, the second Gex game. And if you said Dragon because of it being spoofs of various movies and cartoons and whatnot, only now is that clicking in my head. But Enter the Dragon and Enter the Gecko, by their titles, are two entirely different things. And if anything, I ain't play no Bubsy myself. Heard of Bubsy, but I ain't play no Bubsy. I probably don't need to play no Bubsy. Gex, on the other hand, I'll play Enter the Gecko if it gets a remaster. I will do that. Sometime this year, there's going to be a remaster of Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return. Also from Limited Run Games, just like I was able to show you Tomba Remastered. We need to know when the second Tomba Remaster releases. That's what I need anyway. That's 3D compared to the 2D of Tomba 1. And there was some fun music in that too. How will it sound remastered? That's what I gotta figure out. But I am gonna stick around for a little bit though, because it seems there was an error I made when I streamed a little bit of that Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder for you all. I was supposed to stream it under the category of Cave Digger 2, not Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. So I'm going to try and fix that here. And I probably don't need to play ads yet. So I probably won't. So let me go ahead and get that all set up. But apparently I did do the wrong category for Cave Digger 2. Which, it felt misleading, because it is Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder, but I was told to broadcast that under just the category of Cave Digger 2. So I'll fix that. Maybe I'll change the category right now instead of before I go in, just because I don't feel like clicking out of the game unless absolutely necessary. But it's not under Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder, it's under the category Cave Digger 2. That was there, but I can't believe it had to actually be Cave Digger 2, not just Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. Alright, and I gotta set the window. You might hear the game. Oh, you see the game. Now you see the game. That's easy. That's good. Then Kung Fu Talk with Dragon has Zarnathium thinking of the last dragon and wants to see that again. Zarnathium, I've seen that movie and I would not mind watching it again. And it's always funny to me how in the climactic battle between Leroy and Sho'nuff, they both exhibit the glow and they both exhibit Tekken-style particle effects long before Tekken ever did. So that was always cool. Okay, So why don't I set Infant Kirby back here in the Kirby Mountain that I didn't have in the previous stream? Is that okay with you? Okay then. Let's get them all set up so it's all normal. That said, everyone's gonna fall over if I'm not careful. So lay them down instead of them fall all around. Garnathian calls The Last Dragon a good movie for its time. When was that? Was that an 80s thing? It feels more 80s than 90s to me. It's definitely not 70s. It feels too newer to be 70s. 85. Oh, you both had that. And sounds like Dingy Kicks knows that movie too. If I only remembered how to deliver that line, I got something real for your ass in these hands. I don't remember how that was delivered. Like, all I remember how they're delivered is, well, well, if it ain't the mysterious, elusive Leroy Green. I remember that. Oh no, there are a couple of things like, Leroy! And then he vanishes, and then he comes back. Yeah. Playtime's over, boy. Yeah. In fact, the way he's holding his hands like that, I swear it was like this. Reminding me of Rock charging up his Raging Storm, or Geese for that matter. And what else was there? When I say, who's the master? You say, show no. Who's the master? And then when Leroy doesn't say anything, Wah! I remember all that at least. Now I'm making it worse on Sarnathia and wanting to see it again. Oh yeah, catches bullets with his teeth. N-word please, or Negro please. I forgot about that. That's a good memory there, Dingy. Alright, so I had to play this under the category Cave Digger 2 instead of Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. Otherwise it wouldn't have, or otherwise it won't be marked as something I actually did do. So let me, where is it? Internet video. Okay, I got that off. I need to change the game banner for the vertical people. Because it ain't Nintendo Switch thing. It's Cave Digger 2 game banners. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. So everything should be good for, well, what else is Cave Digger 2 on? I've seen it on PS5. I want to get that all good as well for the horizontal crowd. But yeah, let's see. PlayStation 5 and 4 and PC. Interesting enough. No, it's on Xbox as well. It's also on Xbox. And it's on Switch. So I'm going to say all modern platforms. That's all right there. So let's see. It ain't East Memories of Celceta. I could say everywhere. Maybe I'll break the line there. I think I'll be alright once you all see it, that is. Yeah, I think that's alright there. Oh yeah, one more line. Will you teach me some moves? And he's not dense to me. It's more like he's probably a little single-minded. And then again, People didn't realize what he did for Vanity as it was. They didn't know he came to her rescue and caught a bullet with his teeth. Okay, so why don't I reorient myself and see about what it is I'm going to be doing, or what I could do. So, let's see. I just hate that I can't see what loot I get, is all. Not Vanity, then. Vanity was the actress's name. Or the performer's name. Let me see here. I forget her name in the... It was Laura Charles. That's what it was. Laura Charles. She was Canadian. And she did pass after 57 years. I did not realize that. Oh, gee. She was known as a sex symbol in the 80s, then became an evangelist, and renounced her career as Vanity in the 90s. Lead singer of the female trio Vanity 6. Created by Prince. That's a big deal. So Prince created Vanity 6, and she was the lead singer of that. And I don't think I know any of her songs. But she had a successful acting career in The Last Dragon, 52 Pickup, and Action Jackson. Years of drug abuse causing health issues prompted her to become a born-again Christian in 1992 and devoted herself to her church in Fremont, California, and then died at age 57 from kidney failure. Hence, too bad the 80s caught up with her. From her decade-long cocaine addiction, she had to go under 20 minutes of peritoneal dialysis 5 times a day. Wow. That sounds awful. Kidney transplant in 1997, but her health worsened with sclerosing encapsulating peritonitis. Ouch. And as if to continue her devotion, and thank you for the follow there. Now, I try to be anonymous with the follow, so I don't know who that was, and you don't need to out yourself if you don't want to be. Just know I appreciate you. And you probably have to be following for a good bit until you're able to chat, unless you're verified or something, or subscribe, I forget. But I changed some things where you can't just instantly chat. You gotta have a little verification and follow, I think. But she left much of her estate to her church. And to remind me of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, after cremation, her ashes were scattered off the coast of Hawaii. So yeah, that doesn't remind me of the 2 Like a Dragon games that have come out a year between each other. Not at all. And then, Vanity was also in Never Too Young to Die with John Stamos and Gene Simmons. Interesting there. Funky action fight movie. Oh? Action fight movie? Let me see about this. Never Too Young to Die. Action crime thriller co-starring with John Stamos and Gene Simmons. So that was the younger John Stamos. But she's the secret agent. And Gene Simmons was the villain. Feels like a direct-to-home movie here. Or an indie thing. Certainly interesting. And some could say the best, worst thing you will ever see. Everyone should watch it at least once, but It is very cheese. Let's see. Someone said the movie was the kind of film that could only exist in the 80s. And then made a note of Gene Simmons' insane but somehow captivating in a way that will cost my therapist thousands of hours of his life performance. That's probably a real roundabout way talking about the cheese Zarnathian warns us about. Gene Simmons is insane but somehow captivating in a way that will cost my therapist thousands of hours of his life performance. That's certainly a funny thing to say there. That's certainly something. In fact, Zarnathian says, but let me see about what it is I should consider, because it's still going to be in here. There'd be digging so I could use a shovel. There'd be more of those. And then more ore to grab with pickaxe, so I should bring the shovel. Dig loot mounds on the ground. Lance was already named Lance at the shelter, and then Never Too Young to Die popping in Zarnathian's head is a big part of why Zarnathian kept Lance as his name. Oh, wow. And there was a Lance Stargrove in Never Too Young to Die. That's who John Stamos was. Lance Stargrove. That is very poetic there, I must say. It's funny how life works sometimes. It really, really is. And I probably want to have that out. Oh, right. Could look at this here. See about more jobs. Glimmering pools. Focusing on that. Nah. 5 monsters in the valley. So that's something here in the top world region. I'll work on that probably after the ad break. And 10 bottles. So, what's this? Helping the environment, recycling. Where would bottles be? How many of these, errands can I even run at once? Oh, right, I need a scanner as well. I'll get rid of that. I don't think I need it. Do I think I'll get a strike if we listen to the glow? I think yes, unfortunately. I think I would get struck by DMCA playing the glow. If I wasn't so worried about that, I'd probably play a number of other songs and or karaoke them without Twitch Sings. Long live Twitch Sings. So, the loot 5 pools, probably with the pan, I would think. But I'll do this after the ad break. And trust me, I'm not fond of the whole ad break thing, but it cuts down on the pre-rolls. I forget if sprinting is a thing in this. I'd like to think. So while the ads are playing, it's probably a good enough idea to be in the safety of my cabin. Yeah, there is such a thing as sprint. Didn't look like I was sprinting, but I couldn't tell for the life of me. But please do pardon these ads. I don't like doing them any more than you do, but it cuts down on the pre-rolls. You know, I could do something, and for whatever reason, it could be possible to still decide to strike me for it if I'm too convincing, but you are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. I had to give you that. I had to give you one line of that. Just one line. And now Sarnathan's gonna watch The Last Dragon on Saturday. Why Saturday? Why not after the stream? Why later? I mean, why do Saturday what you could do today? No, I am the last dragon. I possess the power of the glow. That's kind of you, Dingy. I appreciate that. Oh, that's a good reason why. Just ordered a Steelbook 4K version, and it gets here. It gets to you on Saturday. That's a mandatory reason to wait until Saturday then. And I totally get it. That's alright. Alright. Now to get into this. Where will the monsters be? Oh yeah. There was something that spooked me. The land Nautiloid. Man, I had gotten so used to breaking shells that I would never realize there are actual living Nautiloids down there in the caves. Okay, that feels like better lighting there. Yeah, that's more illuminating, actually. That's curious right there. Yeah, that's curious. Like, there's shadowing on my face with this light. With this, you see the rest of my face. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Top recommendation, because of Zarnathian's order, is Enter the Dragon 4K. Enter the Dragon 4K and The Last Dragon 4K. And The Last Dragon feels like a... Or rather, Leroy Green is inspired by Bruce Lee. And someone said Bruce Leroy is a nickname for Leroy Green. I remember that too. Alright, so... what monsters dare try to spook me here? And here's the way out. Should I change the sensitivity again? Could always run. Yeah, that feels better. How do I get this, though? That's how R1. I would forget about that. So I grabbed that too soon, but it went right back. That's good. Oh no. Now that's a different thing. 5 monsters in the valley. This feels like the valley. Or is that the valley? Or is that the valley? I'm not sure. Like there's a monster right there. And there. Alright, gotta reload that. Oh boy.
Good job, rookie.
That's still scary.
I love a good sledgehammer. It's like swinging a pickaxe, but with more power. Try it out on those Nautiloid geodes, and then break through the wall there. Bring the power, rookie.
That's funny enough. Let me just make sure. This is the valley. So I actually need to be around here looking for some monsters out here on the surface world. They chose not to stay in their lane. So now I've got to subdue some. Where might they be? Out here in this snowy, snowy valley. Enter the Dragon was okay, but once was enough. Didn't grab Zarnathian like others. That's a valid opinion, and not one to call you a not fan of martial arts movies for. You could say, for example, you were more into Way of the Dragon. I think it was Way of the Dragon that had that famous fight between the characters Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris played over in the Coliseum, which had to have inspired it being a stage in Street Fighter Alpha 1 for both Rose and Birdie. Did you watch that and did it grab you? Did that drop loot? That did drop loot. I couldn't have imagined they dropped loot here. One more shrimp.
That's done. On to the next task. There's no rest for the wicked.
Of course there's no rest for the wicked. So hopefully that's all there is here in the valley right now. If only there were a radar showing my enemies. Maybe I'll go in here to cut the music. They wouldn't dare follow me into my cabin, would they? And if they did, I could shoot them down in here because there's only one way to come in. Now, time to collect the reward. So here comes this.
In a rich man's house, there ain't nowhere to spit but his face.
So more and more money. Then I also got stuff to put in that thing as well, because of defeating those monsters. Zarnathian wishes there was a 4K of Big Trouble in Little China. Zarnathian watched a lot of Bruce Lee movies, but just didn't get into them. Dingy thinks the best of them is probably Fist of Fury or Chinese Connection. Why don't I know enough about Chinese Connection? The name is definitely familiar, but I don't think I remember anything about that. I swear Fist of Fury is when, in the climax, he went in a dojo and he just took down a lot of people. That is surely Fist of Fury. Zarnathian would only own a movie of Bruce Lee's if it was given to him. Leroy Green, on the other hand, doesn't take much. It's already a happy thing for Zarnathian.
These pretty slim pickings for a hungry hog. We ain't getting rich this time.
No, but we are clearing up room in the inventory, which itself is a big deal. Now, what? Relics or 10 bricks of sugar from Valley? So, interesting. Where would bricks of sugar be then? They sure aren't right here. It's almost like the game is kind of not wanting me to go immediately back into the cave right now. Not with these errands. But what would a block of sugar even look like? Then there's a little bit of geodes over here. I probably don't need to be going all that far neither. But Zarnathian does have movies like Millionaire's Express and Dragons Forever. Another dragon-named movie. But that fight scene I mentioned in Fist of Fury is goated, Dingy. I get it. I think I more prefer, despite how hard-hitting it felt and everything that went on, I think I still prefer Tong Lung versus Colt in Way of the Dragon. I think that's, to me, a goated scene. Or my preferred goated scene. I think that both of them are goated. But where would sugar blocks be? And I don't want to fight any more monsters out here. Just feel like gathering. Where would be bricks of sugar? And there's more to the valley than I realized, even. So, shipment of faulty product released to the public, but doesn't contain promised and declared amounts of additives and substitutes. If it doesn't have additives and substitutes, it's probably a good thing. Because if it doesn't have those, it's closer to natural. The last scene from Jet Li's The One, I remember that too. I am Eula! I'm nobody's bitch! I don't need to know you. You only need to know me. That looks like a block of sugar. I will be the one! That was a block of sugar, and it's real small. Blocks of sugar are unfortunately small to see. Say what you want about The One, but I liked the concept and I liked how Jet Li had to have a body double to do all that. It had to be a body double. You can't do fighting that well without a body double. There's no way. I still like how it worked, though, very much. I could spend forever looking for blocks of sugar because they're so small. And the scene between Sammo Hung and Cynthia Rothrock was unexpected on how it ended. I feel like I must have seen a scene between them, but I don't think I saw the movie. But seeing the both of them in a scene, I want to think I did see that somewhere on YouTube sometime. And I don't think I know enough about Cynthia Rothrock, but the woman can absolutely fight as well. She can absolutely perform fight scenes. Was it a 80s or 90s thing between them? Because it feels like it was an 80s thing. I would totally think 80s movie. And anyone can say whatever they want about Sammo Hung, but do not approach him in a ring. He will destroy you. If anything, he may as well have inspired Bob in the Tekken series. Sammo may be bigger because he himself says he does enjoy eating. He likes to eat. There's no problem with that. He's still flexible and fast, not to mention strong. That had to have inspired Bob in Tekken 6 and 7. It has to have. It was 86. I want to jump up here. Okay, I made it. Ooh. There's another block. Found 3 of them so far. I gotta play some real hide and seek with some really small blocks of sugar. That is unfortunately quite annoying. You gotta really pay attention and look. Those are not obvious enough. If there's one out there on these ice flows, that's gonna be more problems for me. So I think Dingy's telling me the movie was called My Lucky Stars. At least surely the English title of that. So we obviously know Bruce Lee, Sammo Hung, Cynthia Rothrock. Does anyone recognize the name Ridley Choi? Ridley Tsui? Or Yukari Oshima? Anyone recognize either of those names by chance? Because Yukari Oshima actually is a bigger deal for me than I realized, but based on something I've seen a clip of her in, she is very cool and very powerful as well. Actually, she even carried out an interview in fluent English. Like, there might have been still somewhere from Japan accent of some kind, just because she's from Japan, of course, but she clearly learned English for an interview. And Denji knows of Yukari Oshima. I would not have realized it was from Riki-Oh. I think it's... What do we call that? The Story of Ricky or The Legend of Ricky? But I think the original name was Riki-Oh. But that is cool to know that Denji knows of her. And the scene where the Japanese chick disrobes and fights him and the other chick is goated. Wasn't there some scene, I think it was Sammo Hung who did it. Wasn't there some woman getting ready to fight and then Sammo just does one punch and just puts her out like a light? The Story of Riki-Oh. I wanted to think that. I thought the Story of Riki-Oh made more sense than The Legend of Riki-Oh. But Sammo did lose weight. That I would not have remembered for the life of me. But yeah, this whole looking for blocks of sugar thing is really keeping me away from the main point of the game. Digging in the caves. Is it really worth it when they're so small? 'Cause I can't imagine. Then how much more of the valley is there for me to look up? I ain't dropping down there. There's another sugar block. I'm only halfway there, which is still halfway there. And that was for my lucky stars as well. I wanted to think so. Oh, there's a reason for the weight loss. Sammo had some operation and was in a wheelchair for a bit and told by his doctor to shed some pounds. Okay. I hope he's alright then. But yeah, these blocks of sugar. Well, now there's 6. Now I'm more than halfway there. But you still gotta take your time and really look around. Really scour the whole place for those blocks that are much smaller than they deserve to be. Really keeping me away from the cave. Imagine if there was a block under a tree. Probably is. Then there are dirt mounds to shovel up. Okay, so I almost wonder if I... Nope. I just keep digging until it's all dug up. There's a little bit of stuff out here, actually, to dig. But Denji found that scene funny. They tend to downplay the strength discrepancies between men and women in action flicks. But that was definitely not downplayed. If anything, I'm still willing to believe that a trained woman is definitely more capable than an untrained man. Very much so. Alright, let's dig this up too. If I had a stronger shovel, it wouldn't take as much. But we getting a few things here to sell. There's another sugar block. You know what? If I got 7, maybe I will keep this up then. I think I will commit to finding the sugar blocks then. Nope, no. You are not going anywhere. I am not letting that drop. But it's quote-unquote scary. You, the digger, have no legs. So we get a little bit of money before we go even into the caves. It's very funny to think about. But if we're not in the cave, we've definitely been doing some digging, which is part of the name. Where are 3 more blocks of sugar, though? They could be anywhere. I thought one would have been there, but no, I was wrong. Where, oh where could they be? These tiny little blocks of sugar. I'd hate to think there'd be one up here. But there's a way to climb up this. There I go. There I went. But here I come back. Yeah. Let's keep climbing this here. I'd like to think there's not a block up there, so maybe I won't worry. That said, I was close to reaching the peak. And I kind of really want to reach the peak. And here I am at the peak. No block of sugar. It's alright, I made it up the peak. Had to make sure the gun was reloaded. Now there's some to pick and some to dig. Dig it up, dig it. Dig it up, oh. Holes is still a worthwhile movie to me. It really, really is. Has Shia LaBeouf gotten past any problems he may have had by chance? Because he sure didn't seem to have any problems when he was doing Holes. He was still young. No blocks of sugar that I see over here. There was more to a path I had taken before. Maybe it's time to go back onto the path. Continue to look around. Shia says he's sober now. Okie dokie. That's good news. And that reticle went green because I can shoot that. Not that there is anything there, but I could still have seen. He was on Bernthal's podcast. I didn't know John Bernthal had a podcast. What is his podcast about then? All I knew is that he's Punisher in the Netflix side of things. And what's with this? I didn't feel like anything I could dig up. Hey, block of sugar! Now I only got 2 more to find. It turns out I may actually find them all. Annoying in their tiny size, but I'm showing the errand to be doable. And it'll be confirmed doable if I can find the last 2 blocks, or rather, when I find the last 2 blocks. I'm in too deep now, I can't just stop. I am in much too deep and I am not willing to give up. Not anymore. Look, there are times where you may have to give up for one reason or another if your life is on the line, or if you know it's not the greatest use of time. But generally I'm still not fond of the idea of giving up for reasons. Because if something seems hard, it may be. But unless there's something that proves otherwise, it's probably doable. As finding that one more block of sugar there proves. I literally have one last block of sugar to find. Annoying, small, sure, but clearly somewhere that can be found and reached. Would it be over this way? Oh! What was that? I ain't hear the music change. I ain't seen no enemy whatsoever. Was that just the game telling me I was going too far out the boundary? If so, there's better ways to do it. So, Real Ones with John Bernthal, basically talks to dude bros, or people dude bros would like, apparently, like, Shia LaBeouf. But Anathema saw Expedition 33 had the Pro Enhanced mark, so he said, fuck it, and ordered it for his PS5 Pro. There's the last block! We got it!
There's a good rookie. Me? I never was one for working for the man. To each their own, I guess.
I mean, I'm only working for the man right now because it would help get money a little faster. What's the harm if it helps me get a little more money a little faster, you know? Some games have big-ass turrets that will blast you for going out of borders. Oh gee, what are any games like that? I am so sure I must have played some that have a similar mechanic, but I can't remember any. But that does not sound bizarre or weird. It sounds like something that really would happen. Now we have a little more loot to throw in here, so we'll get a little more money from all this before going into the cave. So here's a little bit of money there. So that's 431. Trying to remember if it was Borderlands or something else. And then let me scroll back up the chat, or try to. Then, what was it? Dingy just found Vacation Prism won't be released in North America. What is Vacation Prism, then? And it sounds too similar to Vacation Prison, but it's not prison. Okay, let's get this reward. Get some more money and can possibly actually make an upgrade. For all I know.
Never trusted that box as far as I could throw it. Look at that setup. It's shameful.
Hey, I got money. 500 worth of it. Okay, Vacation Prism is the Dead or Alive dating sim, which I would not remember for the life of me. Aren't we getting another extreme game, though? More bikini volleyball? Aren't we getting another one of those? If we're not getting Vacation Prism?
Oh, look. More labor. Just what you need.
Oh, that's what it is. Venus Vacation Prism. Dead or Alive Extreme. Oh, so that's the same thing then. But it's not coming here. If you want it and it's not coming here, then I do feel bad about that. That makes you sad. I feel bad that it makes you sad. Because you don't deserve to be sad. Sony said no more Gooner games in North America. And Leo on YouTube asks, can I play something else? First of all, hello Leo on YouTube. But no. For this shorter stream, I will not be playing anything else. We're going to go through a run of a cave here in Cave Digger 2. I will not be playing anything else, but this is not the only stream I intend on today. If you decide to come back around 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be going through Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. I need to go through that, so I'll be ready for Ninja Gaiden 4 when it comes out later this year. But right now, still playing some Cave Digger 2. Cleaners for 15 barrels. Cleaning and polishing says to mitigate traces of industry in the northern New Frontier. Purge those caves from junk. I don't know though, relics are not all that plentiful to come by. If this is any indication. Jolly Horseshoe, Grandpa's Finest, Clayton's Infinity Goggles, everything vaccine, all that. That'd be a bit more than I'm willing to do. I did not mean to grab that. But I'm not doing that. Scanners from 2 locations in the valley. Light stroll with detector machine. Well, now, before I go in, may as well see about the scanner. So how does that work? How does that work, even? Revolver, pickaxe, sledgehammer, detector, gold pan. That's environment things. Hot springs elevator. Armor, backpack, worker's glove. No need for those. I don't care for those. But I could get Fortunate Phil. That's not an expensive thing there. Did I give up on fighting games? Not necessarily give up as much as maybe I don't have a lot of people who are interested in them. I know you are, and I appreciate that. And we could do a little bit of time, but maybe I just am not bringing in more people yet who want to play these fighting games. Like, I need to actually play more of the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta. That came back last night. Could do that tomorrow or tonight and tomorrow. Something along those lines. But I definitely want to do more City of the Wolves beta with you all. Maybe more tomorrow and just tomorrow. I'm not sure. Zarnathium needs another Injustice game. It's quite interesting that we went from Mortal Kombat 9 to Injustice to Mortal Kombat X to Injustice 2 to Mortal Kombat 11, then to Mortal Kombat 1, and not in Injustice 3. It was interesting that it ended up skipping. Do what's best for me. It can't just be for me. I do need to matter, yes. But I also want to appeal to those I want to attract. Like you all. What if I do the upgrade for the detector?
Never run a bluff with a 6-gun. Them things are for shooting.
That is not what I did. I did not mean to buy that. Shit! I guess with that, I better use the mouse when I'm trying to buy things. No idea which games Arnathian wants to get into today. So many. Too many. You, me, same. So how does this work, the scanner? Oh. It's telling me where to go to do something. So where is it telling me to scan? Nice to know it's a radar thing. That looks like something to go to. I wonder what it is. It's a telescope. What is that, though? Is that a scan place? That was a scanner location right there, then. What's with that radioactive symbol there? So now let this work too.
Well, that's done. On to the next task. There's no rest for the wicked.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about there. Like, what would the scanner do underground? Might do a couple of demos first, like Inzoi and Shadow of the Road. So not just making people in Inzoi, it almost sounds like you can actually see how the game works now, which would be a big deal. I think I saw someone streaming the Inzoi demo. Now let's get this reward. I've already done a number of errands now for the man.
In a rich man's house, there ain't nowhere to spit but his face.
Look at him spitting all that gold in my face. The first Berserker Kazan would be good. That did come out today, didn't it? The first Berserker Kazan. That's a big deal. So let's see. I could break some barrels. They do exist down there. Then I don't know about the rusty tools, so maybe I'll just destroy barrels. And speaking of barrels, barrel! That's, last I checked, a recurring joke in the Atelier games. Yumiya must say barrel somewhere. She must. I already have the shovel. Hammer? Pan. To extract ores from loot nodes in water. So can throw that. I can't see myself using it as a shield, though. Or what if I just throw dynamite?
Hey, be careful there. Them sticks really pack a punch. Try not to blow yourself.
That said, I probably should, get in here. How do I recover my heart? I don't see anything with which to recover my heart I lost. Not even resting in the bed. Why doesn't this recover my health? And there's a bat there in case of anyone trying to break in. Do I know Shadow of the Road? No, I do not. What is Shadow of the Road, then? And I forget how to recover health, actually. That could prove to be a problem. Why can't I eat that chunk meal? Is it because it's empty? Alright. The bad idea, wait. No, I need a little more money than I have. Why don't I look for a little more ore and then get some guts? There must be a little ore somewhere. There's gotta be something somewhere. There must be. There needs to be. I don't need much. Just enough to get $70 worth. Nah. Instead of playing it safe, I ought to say, fuck it, we ball. Let me be a little more daring. Let's go down then. Glad I brought my shovel with me.
When you find yourself in a cave, first thing you need to do is keep digging.
Old school looking Japanese tactics RPG with a twist. Story driven turn based RPG. Magic and machine. Assemble a team from characters and test against yokai and steampunk contraptions. It's probably not for me because tactics aren't as big a thing for me. Japanese aesthetic, though, is. But it's not enough. Alright. Gotta not get shot by that.
Notches on your gun after that fight.
And then a good bit of explosions there. Oh, that's one of those. Was he doing that? Was it doing that?
Hawks is so mean, if he fought a rattler, he'd be given the first bite. Glad he's on our side, rookie.
There's a whole lot of explosions going on in here. There's a whole lot of mess going on in there. And 4 barrels have already been broken. I guess he's gonna throw some more. Got a punk box there.
It appears that, contrary to all evidence, Punk ain't dead yet.
That punk ain't so great, eating up all my stuff. I thought it gets killed. It's eating up all my loot here. Yeah, I think that punk is eating up all my loot. I can't think of enemies around here. Glad to get that relic though. Why don't you stay away from me? Not cool. Now it's gone. That's fine with me. Oh, and I dig this up now. Greedfall 2 got a huge patch today. Still early access, but Zarnathian likes to check out games after big updates. Understandably so. I need you out of the way, whatever boxes are. I forget the names, the term. Dig this up and get me some loot here. But that punk took a lot of loot, though. Uh-oh. Now I don't know when, but I got that heart back. I don't know when or how, but I definitely got that heart back after all. That's good news. Let's see. Only a few more plasma shrimplets and a few more gold nuggets to loot. 10 barrels broken. Is that 11? These aren't barrels, they're bucket. That was an 11th barrel, as I thought. All good here. There's a torch to light up the place finally. Almost sounded like a creature somewhere in the distance. Want to stay reloaded. Yeah, that sounds like a creature somewhere in the distance. Kind of scary. Let me grab these. Go back to the elevator for relative safety for the moment, or even just here to be fine. Because there's no real pausing here. But I still want to say hello to Sunny Bowie. Hadn't greeted anyone with the sounds because of the Nintendo Direct, so I'll greet with sounds if anyone comes back later tonight. But, not a new game per se. I actually did play Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder for you all before, but for the campaign, I put it under the wrong category. It's not supposed to be Cave Digger 2 Dig Harder. It's supposed to be just Cave Digger 2. So I thought after the Direct I'd fix that and go through one run through Cave or the Cave to see about making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And I actually do like Cave Digger 2. It's chiller than most I play, but you still gotta do things and you still gotta be careful. Especially if you only have 3 hearts. In fact, I could get another heart once I kill the 2 plasma shrimplets I need to kill. Get that money that way. And then, or destroy the barrels. Then I can buy it. Barrels are still around, though. Except for now. I only need to destroy 1 more barrel for an errand. Then I can easily get that money. Then I can get the heart. Anyone hear a roar, though? Because I definitely hear a roar. And I see a plasma shrimplet there.
Well, that's done. On to the next task. There's no rest for the wicked.
Alright. So that was a dead end. And here's another barrel. The last... No, I already broke enough barrels. Never mind. I broke enough. And I'm keeping busy.
In a rich man's house, there ain't nowhere to spit but his face.
So now we have this money here. 300 instead of 500, but that's still enough. Store. And click the upgrade here. I don't just have heart. I have guts now. There is definitely a roar. feels like it'll get louder the closer I go. So that was it for this floor. So there's surely gonna be a boss in this cave run. The only thing that makes sense. Okay, here we are, level 2. And there's something over there. I'm not a Lloyd. Is it even reaching? Looks like it definitely reached. Maybe it's okay that I have this more powerful gun. I do not want to get close to that bomb. That barrel bomb.
Good at following directions, rookie. Don't forget to get paid.
Okie dokie. Step back over here and get my reward again. Then I need to deliver 7 more gold nuggets.
In a rich man's house, there ain't nowhere to spit but his face.
I ain't trying to have no ads play. I ain't trying to make that mess happen. Another $300. I'd love for there to be no more enemies right now. There's plenty of wall here. Maybe the dynamite I have is better for it.
Check out that shell over there. When one of them Nautiloids dies, it leaves its shell behind. They're always full of loot. Crack one open, rookie.
Yeah, I know they're full of loot. I just didn't know they'd be alive. I think I didn't light that one up. Now that's lit up.
Boom.
My question is, does it actually blow up walls? It does, okay. That could be a better way to open up these walls here. As long as I'm not caught in blast. I think it is. It is punching out some wall. I just don't want to hold on to it when it goes all boom boom.
Fire in the hole.
This is kind of all right here. There might not be much here. It's okay though. But now that all that's dealt with, I need to keep the old 6-shooter handy. Just in case. Why don't I blow that up and then more stuff catches on fire? Now we're starting to get the backpack full up. But there are definitely sounds. I'm glad to have an extra heart too. That feels like it'd be a good idea. I feel like there could still be creatures on this floor, and there are. Like that. Causing more stuff to catch on fire. I could drop through by mistake there. You know what? I'll do this instead. Okay. I cannot be sure that was going to come to life or not. That was a nautiloid, a living nautiloid in disguise. Could not be sure. I shot at it a couple of times and ain't nothing happened. Still couldn't be sure. Still can't be sure. Them shells are tough. I think then I'll throw dynamite its way. Keep my distance.
Fire in the hole.
Where's a barrel? Where's a bomb barrel? There you go. There went a little bit of stuff, but that's all right. So long as I don't get surprised. Gotta light it up, then throw it. Okay, that already went deep back with that one blast. Good. Or maybe two.
This, carry that. There's a good rookie. Me? I never was one for working for the man. To each their own, I guess.
That's another errand done, and now we don't have any. We've done the errands. I guess it wasn't about processing them.
I never trusted that box as far as I could throw it. Look at that setup. It's shameful.
There ain't no ad happening soon. I ain't letting it. Alright. Now we can move on with our lives and get a little more loot. But yeah, all that roaring keeps making me think there will be a boss on the way, and that's the recovery thing. Which I definitely would need if it gets bad. Right now, it's not too bad, but I feel like there will be a danger that will be bad. I don't know about you, but I definitely heard some roaring. Before I go all the way down, snooze that one last time, because we don't need it. Now what? There's a whole wall right here. I wouldn't have seen that coming.
Fire in the hole.
I saw something jump around. Then there's a whole lot of those. Whole lot of nautiloid shells. I ain't trying to take no chances with them. Must be another one of those frontier boxes again. And it'd be okay if those were Molotov cocktails being thrown. I'd get it.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Ha 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 ha! I think some people here enjoy Die Hard.
End of the line. Crack open that safe and let's go back up. There's an elevator around the corner.
That punk is doing all the boom boom. I think that punk has done enough boom boom eating. Not enough eating the rich. But I think enough boom boom. I'm trying to grab stuff before
Your
he
pack's
can.
full, but don't worry. It'll still filter in the real good stuff.
Good, because I need the real good stuff. Punk can eat all the not real good stuff. I'll let the punk get away with all that. I can't tell what's being left behind now. Gold definitely is, though. Gold is nothing. How about I throw bombs at that wall there? Blow that open. I don't think there's too much beyond that. It's alright. And then blow that wall too.
Boom.
Grab those honey crystals. Throw another stick. Now that ain't cool, punk. Yeah, I don't mind you leaving. All you are is a nuisance. And there's the safe. And it was already open.
Hey, rookie. Your pack's as full as a brothel on payday.
A treasure or curse, often bittersweet, born in an instant, but with you till the end. What's that in regards to treasure? Is that a hint or something? A treasure or curse, often bittersweet, born in an instant, but with you till the end. I have no idea what that could be referencing, if anything. Just imagine that being a hint for some bigger treasure or something. Just imagine. Okay, now those are falling out too. And then what could be over here? Oh, not much, but there are walls as a whole. I thought for sure there was going to be a boss, and there still could be. I ain't done until I'm out of there. Until I'm out of here. And I still want to blow up some wall area. And also grab some of these things. Now the blues are coming out.
Fire in the hole.
He likes the comment on the bombs, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else there. Nah. What about here, though? I had to reload that.
Hey, rookie.
Oh yeah,
Your
you still
pack's
gotta
as
pick
full
them
as
up
a
manually,
brothel on
though. I
payday.
don't get it. Look at all this junk being left behind. It's alright. seriously don't know the significance of that. Treasure or a curse. Often bittersweet. Born in an instant, but with you till the end. Let that blow that up.
Fire in the hole.
And then more here. There still could choose to be something behind there. And there's still more to blow. This just ain't done. That didn't get close enough, it feels like. That sure did, though. Good bit of gold ore from all that. You're definitely not done in here yet, then. There's the barrel. And blow that up. But as it turns out, we're very much not yet done in here. Okay, good. The place is lit up now. No, that's burning up. Imagine if breaking that down would bring down the whole mine. I do not want to get clung on by that. I don't want to get clung on too. You know, they might have come from stuff that got destroyed as it was. Whole lot of ore that I don't have the room for. What else could there be? Then what's through there? It feels bad I ain't got the room for all of this. There's so much. I probably want to invest in a better backpack next time. Sure feels like a good idea. Yeah, we don't feel done yet. I don't see nothing else around here. So we can blow that wall up and see what's beyond it. If anything. Which, nothing. It's fine. Man, all this ore that I can't do anything about. Feels so bad, man. And that's a real one.
Done, rookie. Them things will be in good company down in whatever hell you sent them to. I think you better be quiet here, lest we wake a terrible beast.
What if I already awoke that terrible beast?
From hell's heart, I stab at thee, you damn tentacle beast.
Someone blowing that out? What's that? I'm hearing things and stuff.
Tis but a
Oh.
scratch. You've had worse. Come on, rookie.
That was 2 hits
He
there.
slimed you. That's great. Actual physical contact.
What's that there? Like a boss, not a Lloyd. Shall I defeat it then? It looks defeated.
Yeehaw! That's the mother lode. See if you can't crack that safe. Then let's go up and get paid.
So that is done then. Cool. That hit was 2 hearts. So I had to be really careful.
Hold on there, rookie. Your pack is full to burst. Good thing it filters in the real valuables.
Yeah, I want the real valuables. But that could have been scary. But it turns out there was a boss somewhere. All that roaring just really made it feel like it. I'd still rather do this.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Oh, that got splashed. Oh, the dynamite broke open the safe. I didn't even notice the dynamite breaks open the whole damn safe.
Hold on there, rookie. Your pack is full to burst. Good thing it filters in the real valuables. You should read that. Maybe you can learn something there, rookie.
Alright, they all pop up. They came up pretty fast. Out of nowhere. I didn't like that. Too sudden for my tastes. I got a comic page. Then what's this? For shooting fish with ease, or some fun with monkeys. Something fills your needs. Probably barrel. For shooting fish with ease, or some fun with monkeys, a barrel fills your needs. That I'm sure of.
This ain't the...
God!
Having your nuts bit off by a Swede. That's how I want to go.
I can't think of what I lost, but I know I lost half of my stuff. I am so very upset right now. I didn't know how that worked. I thought there was a swimming mechanic in this. I couldn't be more wrong if I tried.
There's a job for you there, if you're interested. Yeah, we got both kinds of music here. Country and western.
I don't know. And an ad break happened without my say-so. I literally did not see the warning come up this time.
die as I have lived, disappear into the diesel wind, be transformed into coal dust.
I mean, this is probably a sign that I should stop streaming for now, having lost what I did. I'll grab all these, but I don't care to do any of them. Nah. What is Brimstone? That. I can do Brimstone. But I don't want a zombie shrimp. Could do cans. And a scanner for a location in the valley. You can do that real fast. That's easy. Go over this way. Straight ahead. If anything, it almost feels like the scanner is more just for errands like these, like this here. But just keep going this direction and I'll find it, I know. Because it has a whole telescoping thing, or it feels like a telescoping thing. And now I just stay here and let it do its thing. For surveying the valley.
Say, you're pretty good at following directions, rookie. Don't forget to get paid.
Yeah, I definitely want to get paid. Getting paid is a good thing, especially since I lost half my junk.
Rich man's house. There ain't nowhere to spit but his bed.
Why, oh why? Fine, I'll just wait until you go. Okay. Now, what are other errands that could be there that I don't necessarily have to do now? There was another one here on the valley surface. I may consider it. What would I want to upgrade? Backpack. Time to get that backpack. Have to get that. Have to, I did say. What about the worker glove? Then what, hands. These are bowels, though. They do break. Ten plants, so that would mean get rid of plants in there, which can happen. I want to change that up, though. Okay. So I get a pan for next time, whenever that may be. I don't think it necessarily be on stream, though. Unless it has to be. But I definitely streamed in the right category this time around, I know that. So I ain't gotta worry there. But I need to get some sleep because I didn't get my full 6 hours. There's the first Berserker Kazan. Of course there is. And I don't have the greatest ideas. Probably not like necessary. I'm still gonna say, if you want to be cooler than you already are, you can copy and paste this raid message. I mean, why not raid someone like Kaho Shibuya? Largely because I am but a microscopic or even nanoscopic blip on her radar. But I mean, she does sometimes see, read, and respond to my comments. That is nice to be seen. She's hanging ukuleles, which is again reminding me of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. She's in the latter as Minato Ward Girl. So there's more thinking of Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. When am I gonna get it? When am I gonna play it? When am I gonna share it with you all? When? But I will be back later today, I am sure, at 5 p.m. If not, hopefully I'll say something. But it'll only be today and tomorrow, because I'm working full shifts Monday and Tuesday, so that's gonna be different, but still, there'll be games to be played and things to be done. Until then, take care of yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, believe in yourself. I want to see you back here for more shenanigans when they happen. And I suffered a bad one just now. You're awesome. Pass it on. And until next time, stay uncommon. Later.